Now we looked at filtering in an earlier video, but let's just recap the filtering situation. So if I wanted to filter out all those files that needed attention, I could hit this V to the right of needs attention, and I could filter by, and I could actually say that I wanted to filter out those that needed attention. So I would filter all of those that said empty, and I would click apply. And so therefore I have a visual clue straight away that these files need attention. Just a bit slow. So these are all the ones that need attention. Now the filters pane I just closed, this little button here opens the filters pane. And this, when I scroll down, tells me that I currently have a filter on, and I've filtered out all those documents where needs attention is empty and no date has been entered. Now what I could do is I could clear the filter just by hitting this button here, or I could also clear the filter by hitting this button here. So that quickly just clears the filter. And if I then close the filters pane, you can see I have all the records back. We looked at earlier that we could do a number of filters. So for example, I might decide to filter out all those ones who Kathy is responsible for. So I'll filter by Kathy and I'll apply. And so slowly there's the list of those documents that Kathy's responsible for. But I'm only interested in the documents that are 100% complete. So now I'll hit the drop down on percentage complete and I'll filter by percentage complete, and I'll ask for those that have 100% and I'll apply that. And then within that 100% Kathy documents, I want to filter further, and that I'm only interested in those documents that are PDFs, and so I'll tick PDF and apply. If I close the filters pane, I can see more clearly that there's a filter operating on this column, and this column. So this is just PDF, this is just 100%, and this is just Kathy. Now if I hit this drop down, I could actually clear this one filter, and that would give me the ability to clear. And if I close, I can see that I've got those documents back. It doesn't clearly show this. Or I can choose to clear all the filters. And again, I can go this way and clear all the filters here. Just a bit delayed reaction, I apologise for that. So that, and then I just close the filters pane. But we can also filter by dynamic dates or even the current user. So let me show you this. If I go into the gear button and I choose library settings, I can actually go to my actual filters just by scrolling down. And particularly to this view here is where I want to go, all documents. If I then scroll down to the bottom of the view, all documents, here is where you have some filter settings. And so what I can do is I can say, look, show items only where the following is true. And that might be, show items where the following is true, and that is it was created by, and in here, instead of putting my exact name in square brackets, I can put me. And so this view will adjust and only show those documents in this document library that were created by me. So me in square brackets is a sort of operator you can use for filtering. Another really interesting operator you can use when you're filtering is actually the today. So I can show only those items which is true, and that is not created by but maybe modified. Those documents in this document library that were modified is greater than or equal to today. And that will show or filter and show only those documents that were modified today or beyond. If I was saying today minus 30, that would be to filter and show only those documents in that document library that were modified between today and 30 days ago. In the last 30 days, what documents have been modified? So there's the interesting me and the interesting today. And this is mentioned also here. You can see it here. And so I'm just going to go out of here by scrolling down and going cancel, and then going back to my human resources and back to my job descriptions.